My grandmother is 93 years old and the quality of her DNA is amazing. She's never had to take any medicine, and with a rather poor diet, she managed to stay physically fit after almost a century of being in this world. 8 years ago, she started developing dementia, and in a short period of time, her mind drastically deteriorated and she had to be moved to a care home. I made a separate video about her on peterhedron if you'd like to know the whole story. The reason I'm mentioning this is that I also knew a woman in another country that was her age and her mind was as sharp and logical as that of a young person's. There was one big difference between them two. My grandmother was always incredibly negative, closed-minded, scared, and never allowing for any loving moments to be a part of her life. The other woman was the exact opposite of her. She used to be a geneticist for Siemens, and she was incredibly open-minded and intelligent, always looking at the bright side of life. She died of natural causes at 96 with no signs of any mental deterioration. They were both in similar circumstances, on their own and without a husband towards the end of their lives. That being the only difference, I always suspected that my grandmother's mindset must have had a huge impact on her mental decline, and recently I found out that this has been now actually confirmed scientifically. A recent finding published in the PLOS1 journal suggests that positive thinking in a group of almost 5,000 participants resulted in a 44% lower risk of dementia. But that's not everything. Once I read this, I remembered an earlier study by Harvard University researchers who found that a positive mindset can cut your risk of heart disease almost by half. People who see themselves in a positive light have lower cardiovascular responses to stress, and what's more important, they recover faster from stressful situations. It is not surprising that statistically, heart diseases affect positive people 40% less often. As I was digging up all of this data, I realized that machine elves told me about this years ago on one of my trips. The entities showed me green energy fixing our body cells that is released in states of happiness and awe or during sex or meditation. This is probably the same energy that has positive impact and changes your body that the mainstream scientists are now discovering in their psychedelic research. A review of 77 studies with close to 10,000 participants by the Mind European Foundation for Psychedelic Science found out that psychedelics increase positive emotions like happiness and introspection long-term. Psychedelics change the functioning of brain regions responsible for emotional processing for up to 1 month after a single dose of magic mushrooms. It was also discovered that psilocybin resets the activity of brain circuits linked to depression. If you've been watching 434 for some time, this is obviously not news, as I made a series of videos on curing depression and how your mental state can improve with psychedelics. Statistically, people with a positive mindset live on average 10 years longer, and you can trust me when I say that nothing helps develop and sustain a conscious and positive attitude as much as regular dose of psychedelics. The healing effects of entheogens not only extend your lifespan, but they also drastically improve the quality of your life. I think the benefits of a positive mindset are clear to everyone. An optimistic attitude inclines you towards taking on new challenges and learning new skills. This means you're more likely to get involved in physical and health beneficial activities, which can motivate you to continue life exploration without immediate success or after a failure. Positive emotions help build friendships and relationships, allowing these social support networks to reduce depression. Positive people are rejected far less than negative personalities, further increasing our chances to live a happy and long life surrounded by others. Positive mindset allows to develop a mental safety cushion to fall back on in times of sorrow and despair. You need to understand that positive outlook affects you even on the most fundamental cellular level, as in these states your DNA relaxes up to a point where it entwines and is no longer a helix, repairing itself during that process. Positive mindset literally makes you smarter. It opens up blood vessels, increasing the blood flow to the brain, positively affecting your intelligence. Believe it or not, but states of awe also make you slimmer, as the low level of cortisol, the stress hormone, is related to decreased abdominal fat. There's plenty of benefits. According to multiple neurological research, biologically speaking, we're born as positive beings, wired for affection, belonging, and attachment. And how badly we might need this is illustrated by a simple fact that children can laugh up to 400 times in a day, but for us, adults, this frequency drops to lousy 15 times a day, if we're lucky. Nothing generates or activates happiness in your life as quickly and efficiently as psychedelics. Psychedelic-induced sense of gratitude and connectivity lowers stress and aggression, allowing you to regain your positive mindset, and it allows you to get in touch with your higher self. They not only save you from dementia and heart attacks or stroke, but they also help you to relax easier and stay in this state of relaxation for longer. They can help you get rid of stress and anxiety, affecting positively your immune system, resulting in a longer and healthier life. Together with meditation, psychedelics have a healing effect on your mind and body, and I wish my grandmother could have known this years ago and that she would have given them a try. It could have saved her. You need to keep in mind that the early dementia-related brain changes start over a decade before the first symptoms show. There is not much I can do for her now, but because it is not too late for you, I would suggest looking into the health benefits of psychedelic therapy. It could do wonders for you. Your well-being is of utmost importance to me, the 434 Collective, and the entities. You're here on an important mission, and there's a lot of training you need to undergo in this reality, and there are a lot of lessons for you to learn. Take good care of yourself and make sure that your body, the only vehicle you have for your mind in this reality, is in good shape until the end of your journey. Love, 434. If you enjoyed this video, please donate to 434 through PayPal, bank transfer, cryptocurrencies, or CashApp, or join Patreon or Subscribestar. All 434 supporters get access to regular podcasts and 434 Q&A sessions. All links in the video description. Thank you for your help. Subscribe, like, and share this video. Visit the websites of the artist and the musician I featured in this video. Leave your email address at news.b434.com to be up to date with the latest 434 information. Remember about b434.com and join 434's social media on YouTube, Facebook, BitChute, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, and VK. Talk to each other on Telegram, Reddit, and Discord. All links in the video description.